You have got to check out this sheep this morning. It has got the most wildest haircut I've ever seen. It looks well cool. Look at this. Looks more like an alpaca, I think. It's huge. Wonderful haircut, mate. Oh, bless you. Last night we parked up along the beach. Amazing beach. I've just been down there to do some exercising. And I believe it's called, and I've got to pronounce this from the sign, Barbal and Tirana. But I'm going to show you what it is, because I've probably well and truly pronounced that wrong. That's a long word for me. I think I've done all right with all the others. But yeah, so another beach stop off. We're going to be moving on this morning, and we're going to be going over a bridge, a proper special bridge as well from what it looks like. We're getting quite a distance now around the southern coast. We're doing a bit more now because a lot of it is beaches, driving, rock formations. So a majority of it you could just see from your car as you're driving around. So we're going to carry on heading south and see where we end up. And here's the car park we're parked in. Very quiet here. However, the wind and rain last night, not that we mind it at that time of night, was quite mental. First things first today, our van is coming up and showing that we need AdBlue, so we will go and find a garage to fill that up if we can find one. We seem to be in the middle of nowhere, which is lovely. And then from there, we've also got to go food shopping.
No food. I had to have toast this morning.
He had to have toast, yeah. He was lucky he even
had
had bread.
It was a big deal as it does, it was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, he was lucky we had bread, so he needs to count his blessings for that one. So yeah, so we have got to go and get some shopping. So time to find a local store, which I think I found a little farm shop not far from here. Let's go in and Mickey Joe.
So let's go and see what Mickey Joe's is all about. We always like to try and use local independents, especially farm shops, despite their costings.
Back in the game with the fruit.
Back in the game in the fruit. Here she goes. Miles too much.
Oh, okay.
And then that's chicken stir fry.
Oh, okay.
Another good thing about this place, no self-checkouts. Not that we ever play the game, but just nice not to see them.
Yeah.
We pay cash as well, hopefully, if we can afford it. Weekly shopping done, Lisa can all pleased with herself. Look, she's got her half-pint sausage roll, but she's admiring her shopping.
Yeah,
I'm
not very much really for
just
me.
wondering how she's going to get it in the cupboards. But I won't be touching it. Too much
aggravation. Does anyone else
aggravation.
not take their husband into the shop for fear that they tell you, are you sure you've got enough space for that? Because I know I don't like taking him
but
in.
in fairness, nobody
We'll
else
get that in.
has 86 different. They're just the granules. They're not the tins we got of them.
And this is the Island Roy view. And just over there we have Blaney Bridge. I think it's 340 metres long and 20 metres high. And we've got to go over that. Not a bad bridge at all, certainly different from the norm. Yeah, we just stopped off here to take in the views before we go over and get the drone up. This is Doe Castle. Now we're not sure if it was built in the 1400s by the MacDonalds or later by the McSweeneys who come over to fight for the MacDonalds. Not 100% sure on that one. Doe Castle sits on a small peninsula surrounded on three sides by water, with a moat cut into the rock of the landward side. It is situated near Crestlock, County Donegal, and was actually the historical stronghold of Clan McSweeney. The castle remained in the hands of the branch of Clan McSweeney for almost 200 years, until it was seized by King James VI, due to the fact that McSweeneys had rebelled against him. On the 17th of March 1613, during the plantation of Ulster, the King granted the castle to the Attorney General of Ireland. He later sold the castle in 1614 to an English settler, Captain John Sandford from Shropshire in England. The castle changed hands repeatedly during the 17th century struggle for control of Ireland between the English and the Irish. In 1934, Doe Castle was declared a national monument. The castle itself actually looks over Sheephaven's Bay. Irish singer Brian McFadden proposed to his now ex-wife Kerry Katona at the castle in 2001. The castle grounds are open daily and guided tours of the Tower House are available during the summer months. If you would like to see other historical venues and places of interest along the Wild Atlantic Way, why not consider subscribing to our channel and leaving us a comment.
After leaving my lovely Doe Castle, just literally 10-15 minutes up the road. This is viaduct, or remains of a viaduct, which coincidentally yesterday on the 30th of January was a 100-year anniversary since it crashed and derailed, killing 4 people. And when you've got no plans really, you just follow your nose, you come across these things.
Taking us off route, but we don't care.
Taking us off route by about 3-4 kilometres, so it's hardly the worst, but yeah, we have a little look. We just spoke to a couple of ladies here. They come from a little town where the accident was. They come through with no trespass sign, and if they can do it, we can do it. We'll all go to jail together.
So there's a barrier just here, but
No
obviously
barriers, just solution faith.
So while he goes to get his picture, I'll tell you the story. Basically a train derailed coming across this viaduct in 30th of January 1925. 4 people were killed from it. It did transpire that if they'd have looked after the rail road running across this a bit better, there's a possibility it would never ever have happened. However, it was a huge gust of wind that sent them off, and there was a storm.
Strangely fitting tribute to the poor souls who lost their life. Yeah, decent fine, tragic fine, but certainly worth a deviation to have a look. As I say, the structures are a fitting tribute, I think. The Just got to get through these foxy bushes. And there she is.
Yeah, I'm the sensible one today. I didn't take the chance because knowing me, I'd have fallen down the side.
I might still, don't know. Here's the valley it was crossing over. What a beautiful place, especially on a day like today. We believe the accident was caused by a gust of wind, so we're guessing it wasn't so nice. There's a van up there, but the sun is out and it's going to blow that view right out of those lovely mountains. That's the nice ladies who actively encourage us to trespass. There should be no barriers. What? Totally agree. As we walk back to the van, sun going down within the next half an hour over the mountains. We're in a little mad village, no idea what it's called. Last day of January. There's people over there going in the sauna and then into the sea. And just here. Look, this man who thinks he's Night Rider. So Lisa's finally using the cubes, the gravy cubes.
I've used 3. See, they do come in handy.
You've used 3, what's that, in the last 2 years?
No. What do you know about cooking?
Nothing.
What do you know about cubes?
I used to eat them as a child.
I never ate OXO cubes as a child. I use them in my gravy.
Don't be so aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive. I've never eaten them on their own.
Oh, you're mad.
But I
always used to
have them in my food for gravies, which is what I'm making at the moment, is a casserole.
Aggressive hand movement.
Aggressive hand movements is because you make me aggressive with your stupid comments.
So we've just woken up on our pier, stop over. Bit of a rough night to be fair with the wind. It's as calm as you like when we got it yesterday. Looking out the window from bed, and this is totally with Gassertide Symphony. This is where we contemplated parking up last night. So what looked like a decent park up last night turned out to be a bit of a nightmare.
It was like being a baby in a cradle where you were just like backwards, forwards. It was quite crazy.
Yeah, well the worst thing is, a week after Stormy Win, where we went total, done all we could to get most sheltered place, asked locals and that. We come out of seeing the aqueduct yesterday, the viaduct, perfect beautiful sunshine, clear blue skies, parked up here, enjoying the moment with the swimmers, the mad swimmers and the people driving their cars on the beach. Went to bed last night, boom.
And I did notice actually last night there was a van pulled in front of us and they left.
Oh, did they?
They weren't stupid, they actually left. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I took great solstice thinking, well, there's another van here, they might be local, they might think we'd be all right.
No, they left. They weren't stupid, they knew what was coming. But, so another sleepless night. And
yeah, of our own choosing.
Yeah, should have moved but didn't, so we just have to accept that. Oh! Oh!
Hey!
He's not selling it.
No.
Wow.
Enough respect to you guys.
Yeah.
And this is where they're coming from. This
A sauna on wheels.
sauna on wheels. We've seen a couple of these about. We'd love to do it, but whoa, you may be able to hear that wind blowing. It's the 1st of February and we are in, and there's our man doing it, we are in Ireland on the North Atlantic way. Man,
Not sure where we've stopped.
maybe in August I'll do that, not today. Then it just. We had another relatively sleepless night.
Yeah.
How it goes in the wind. Anyway, next destination.
We're heading up to Napoleonic Tower. If the wind isn't too bad, because it's right at the top end, so it's going to be very exposed.
Look a nutter.
Very exposed.
Anyway, let's have a look.
Yeah.
Catch you when we get there.
And we're at Port and Blag, I believe it's called. Really nice stopover, all on search for sites, as where are many of our park ups that we've found thus far. So we've arrived up at the Napoleonic Tower, and it is literally blowing a hoolie up here. It's a lot stronger up here than what it was down there, so we were probably more sheltered. Our next task is to get out the van.
Safely.
Oh, that door's pulling. Oh, Christ. Hold it. Gee. It's got one hell of a viewpoint up here.
Back at the last viewpoint, we're not allowed to go any further. That was agreed stoppage, and this is because this area is close to a cliffs, which we can understand, but there is a path formed here, which is nowhere near the piss. This is north, nearly went over them. Now it's a bit closer to the edge,
You're
to
not
be
wrong.
fair, but nothing too sketchy. It's not like they're going to give way, and even with this wind, I can't see it's blowing over.
Windy spreads.
A tad breezy, yeah. Not gonna lie, a tad breezy.
It's almost spring-like down here. We're in a little gully bit. It's like the wind's never even happened up there. Now just for the charge up.